Hello everyone. In this video, we'll walk through how to install Zabbix Server, one of the most powerful and popular network monitoring tools using Docker on Ubuntu. Before we begin, just a quick note. Docker and Portainer should already be installed on your system. If you haven't set them up yet, I've made a detailed tutorial, and you'll find the link in the comments below. Now let's get started with deploying Zabbix Server with Docker. The first step is to create a separate folder to store all the configuration files for Zabbix. You can name the folder whatever you like, just make sure it's something easy to remember and manage later. Once the folder is created, go ahead and navigate into it so we can start creating the necessary configuration files. Next, we'll create a file named dockercompose.yml. After opening the file with the vim command, now press the A key to switch to insert mode. Next, copy the sample content and paste it into the file. This is a standard Docker Compose configuration for deploying Zabbix Server, along with its database and web interface. This container runs MariaDB, which stores all monitoring data for Zabbix, uses the MariaDB 10.5 image, pre-configures the database name, user, and password. You can change these values as needed. The Zabbix DB volume ensures your data is kept, even if the container restarts. Next, this section runs the Zabbix server, which collects and processes monitoring data from agents and devices in your network. It uses the lightweight and stable image 7.0 LTS. Environment variables provide the database connection details, host, database name, username, password. Depends _on ensures that MySQL starts before Zabbix server. Port 10051 is exposed so that Zabbix agents on other machines in the LAN can send data to this server. This is the graphical user interface GUI component of Zabbix, where you can log in via a web browser to monitor the system, configure hosts, create triggers, and more. The environment variables provide connection details to the MySQL database and the Zabbix server, as well as set the time zone, in this case, Asia ho_chi_min. The port's parameter maps port 8080 of the container to the host, allowing you to access the web interface from your browser via the server's IP address on port 8080. The depends _ on parameter ensures that the Zabbix server container starts before Zabbix web runs. Alright, now let's copy and paste into the dockercompose.yml file we just created. Once you've pasted the content, press the ESC key to exit insert mode. Then type -x and press enter to save the file and exit vim. Alright, everything's set. Now let's start the Zabbix server. Note: since this is the first time starting up, it may take a few minutes for Zabbix to initialize the database and all necessary services. Alright, if you see this screen, it means you've successfully installed Zabbix Server. Additionally, you can verify that the containers are running by using the command docker ps. If everything is working correctly, you should see containers like Zabbix Server, Zabbix Web, and MySQL in the running list. Besides using the command line, you can also manage all these containers more visually through Portainer. Alright, now we're going to log in to the Zabbix server using a web browser. The default credentials are username, admin, password Zabbix. Alright, that's it. We've just finished setting up Zabbix Server using Docker on Ubuntu. quick, clean, and easy to manage. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.